Welcome back to Tambay TV. I am your host, Pyle Fajardo. With me tonight,
Ali Pig, what's going on, man?
what's up, my brother? What's that? What's
Glad
that
to
on
be
your
back.
cup? Is that your
Huh?
daughter's cup?
Nah, man, this is Starbucks
Oh,
Paris. Yeah, you know how they have themes for
yep, yep,
different
yep, yep.
countries and stuff. Yeah, we got themes. That's what we do. Matter of fact, it's what we do. We collect. Royce started doing that.
Uh,
So we've done that with Paris. We've done that with London. We did that. She did that down in South America when we were dating. So it's just
nice.
something that we do. Yeah.
Buy all the fucking local Starbucks, the cups in the. They have those fucking stainless steel ones. Also, it's got labels and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
Yeah, man.
bro, let's go straight and hit this news on the head.
Yeah.
I was supposed to say nose. This news on the nose, but no, this news on the head. The king is dead, bro. Chadwick
Yeah.
Boseman, man. Rest in power.
Yeah. Rest in power.
As they've been saying,
Yeah.
man. Your thoughts? You first. You want to go first?
I'll go first, man. I mean, I just think that we remember. It's interesting. We had this conversation about him.
We did. That's what I've been telling people.
What was it, 4 months ago?
Yeah, because he
didn't look right. He didn't look right.
Didn't look right.
He did not look right in that post. And matter of fact, a lot of fans were concerned about his condition. And of course, you had the idiots out there making fun of him. I don't understand that. I really don't understand.
I don't understand
how people could just do that. It says a lot about themselves. And the fucked up thing about that, there's thousands upon thousands, probably millions of assholes out there that are just assholes. I don't care how many times they go to church, how many times they pray to God.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're just assholes. I've never done anything like that to kick somebody while they're down on any type of social media. I've commented, but I've never poked fun at anyone and just demean them or anything like that. I can't bring it upon myself. I'm just not that type of person. But having said all that, we saw those photos. We saw it.
Well, we can look.
And we know what sick looks like. You know what I'm saying?
In that episode,
work
we
out.
talked about it, right?
Yeah, we do. You and I do intermittent fasting for long periods of time where I'll lose weight and people can see it in my face. But there's a difference between that and what we saw with Chadwick Boseman. And we were kind of wondering what's going on. And we thought that he was getting prepared for a role where he has a significant amount of weight. So yeah, I mean it's right there.
Right?
The one,
that's not right.
Yeah.
Something not
right. No, something was definitely wrong. And now in retrospect, of course hindsight is 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at some of his films in the last 4 years, you remember he looked more jacked in Black Panther.
No. Even in Black Panther, I was like, it's either he didn't work out. But he wasn't. I mean, if you compare, of course, MBJ, Michael B. Jordan would look bigger because he's like more evil and all that shit. But Chadwick looked kind of, I don't know. He looked athletic, but he wasn't buff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you look at it,
I've seen him look buffer in other movies. There's this one movie where he was playing a college football player getting ready for the draft. I think Kevin Costner was in the movie, and it was Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner played. He played. I'll look it up right now. Kevin Costner played the general manager.
I'll type it
for
Chadwick
Brown.
Kevin Costner.
What's up?
No, I'm looking it up.
Kevin Costner.
Draft Day.
Playing, Draft Day. There you go, Draft Day. And Chadwick Boseman was one of the guys that was being considered a high pick in the draft.
Yeah.
But I saw him there. See, where you could see it in his face, right? Obviously, he's younger. Obviously, this is like 4 or 5 years ago. But he looked a lot more fuller there, right? And I remember that. Now, honestly, man, I didn't notice anything in Black Panther.
Me too.
Black Panther. I thought he looked fine, but then
he looked underwhelming, but he didn't look sick.
Okay, all right. I mean, but even in Avengers Infinity, I thought he looked fine there. Yeah. But in Endgame, his entrance, he looked skinny.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he did. And then there's I don't know if you could find this L, but
go
behind the scenes, like we've seen it on Instagram, where they show like all the actors, all the MCU actors in Avengers Endgame, kind of just waiting around with a couple of stunt people that look like them. They're just kind of waiting around.
I haven't seen. I don't think we've seen this. What do I think?
Yeah, I don't think you know what? Can we go on Instagram right now? We can, right?
Yeah. Why not? No, but we're on my desktop, so I don't know.
It's like I guess we could just look up MCU.
Or just type something up because it's gonna be a bitch to.
Yeah, behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Endgame behind the scenes.
Endgame behind the scenes.
Yeah, and you'll see. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'll be able to identify it. It's a video. We're not gonna get flagged for this, right?
No, not for the.
Okay. It's
videos. Deleted scenes. What are we looking for?
Behind the scenes. I guess we could just look at any behind the scenes. I'll try to find it here on IG. But they show him in the background. Just kind of. I guess it's cold in that studio. Everybody's wearing long sleeves and stuff, and he's just kind of, rubbing his hands together and blowing into his hands, I guess, just kind of warm himself up. But I noticed him there that I was like, damn, he looks kind of thin, even though he's wearing a light sweater. Mm-hmm. But even then, you're not really thinking so much about it.
Yeah. You know what was just fucking blows my mind is that no one in Hollywood knew. And you know how fucking crazy people are, when it comes to stalking and invading your privacy.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they, right? What are your thoughts on that? Because for me,
what do you think about that?
No, what do you think? I can't make my mind about it. It's like if I were, I was trying to put myself in his shoes. If I were sick, right? We're like, I wouldn't say rising because he's got a star up there with a A-listers, I think, right? He's pretty much he's an A-lister, right? Me,
of course, absolutely, right? Yeah.
So me as an A-lister, would I not tell people I'm sick because I don't want the pity patrol? What would be my reason for people for me not to tell people that I'm sick, right?
I think he had his own, reasons for it. There's
what would yours be? That's what I'm trying to get in his head. You know what I mean? If it were me, what I'm saying, if it were me, maybe I would, but I can't see the part where my pride would be like, I don't want the pity parade. I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
But the level of security that he fucking put on that secret, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What do you think? What would you do?
I think there's just people that choose not to reveal it. They don't. They don't.
If it were you, you had.
If it was me, I'd probably let a few people know about it, but I would keep pushing forward.
Let's say for conversation's sake, if you had cancer, for conversation's sake, knock on wood, right? But let's say during the days of your last 5 years in the PBA, right? You found out that you had cancer. Would you stop and tell people, or do you fight on? Because that's essentially what he did, right? He's had it for 5 years.
I think basketball would be so much more different.
Bro, he was doing Black Panther.
Huh?
He was doing Black Panther. That was a physical role.
I know, but I'm saying that I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know. I think what I'm saying is it's different. It's different. The demographics are different. That's true. They're paying me money to go out there and perform. And then they're going to see that I can't perform because I feel weak on that day. I can't because so this is the one thing that, like, again, go back to hindsight is 2020, right?
Okay.
So the one thing I take from this is that before we even had any idea that he was sick, and this is like 2-3 months ago, I've been watching some other films that he was in.
Okay.
Some of his work in between Avengers or even after Avengers. mainly on Netflix.
Which
and
one?
One with Five Bloods by Spike Lee, where it
Yeah,
talks about about the Vietnam veterans, the Black Vietnam soldiers, and he looked like he lost a lot of weight there. To me, if you're not really a fan, you think he looked fine, but us, we're so detailed.
Look at this. I mean, even his face right here, dude.
And I said, I said, man, he doesn't look right. But you just it's Chadwick Boseman, and you don't want to think anything worse. You don't want to think of the worst of him. You don't want to think that this guy might be sick or whatever.
Yeah. Because we know, right? That's my point.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm watching now. I'm watching 21 Bridges, which it's in the beginning of the movie. It looks like it's a very good movie, and I could see clearly in his face that something's wrong in this movie, in this particular movie. If you compare the way he looked, he looked better in Five Bloods, actually. But there's certain angles, certain clips in this movie where he doesn't look all there. He doesn't look right. He looks like in some scenes he looks depleted. Some scenes he looks refreshed. And I guess that makes a lot of sense. Now, in Five Bloods, a few days after he had died, one of the actors that worked alongside him in Five Bloods, his name is Clark Peters, older Black actor. And he was on I think it was one of these talk shows, actually an interview in Australia. And he was talking about how he felt bad when they were on the set of Five Bloods. Because I don't know if you saw that. He was talking about how, like, his wife was asking him after it was all said and done, like, what was it like working with him? He said, well, I mean, obviously talented, but in between takes, he had this Asian woman massaging him all up and down. He had another person, doing this for him. His girlfriend was doing that for him. He just looked like he was being pampered. And to myself, I thought, and this the actor talking, and to myself, I thought, oh, the Black Panther got to his head. Then as he's talking, he starts breaking down and crying. He said they were just looking after him.
Exactly.
They knew that his condition was bad. They knew that he was tired. They knew that he was fighting through this.
So
he said, he goes, you don't even know. Because the reporters were like, but you didn't know. He goes, no, you don't know the half. We're filming in Thailand, out in the jungle. It's 100-something degrees out there. It's humid. You can't breathe. And on top of that, they're wearing 40-pound backpacks because they're in the Vietnam War.
Exactly. Yep.
They're carrying these rifles that God knows how much these rifles weigh. Mm-hmm. And here's this guy, this young man, not complaining, not losing a beat.
Exactly.
Not even, I mean, just on it, just every single scene, every moment, he's on it. In between those takes, of course, he's getting pampered or whatever. Well, they were looking after him. They wasn't getting pampered. Mm-hmm. And he just couldn't. He said, like he said, hindsight is 20/20. It's just like he felt so bad because of how he felt. But now, of course, he realized, all of us realized that he was sick.
That's my point. Crazy. That's why I bring it back to your experience, is that just like you, who's supposed to perform in a basketball game, this guy's supposed to fucking perform in a fucking forest in Thailand. You know what I mean? So he's also, for him not to have said something, it's beyond brave. It's a bit mad for you not to tell. I mean, the ones around, but not even the co-stars knew. You know what I mean? That would have been so hard.
When I see Chadwick Boseman, man, there's just so hard. I know. When I see Chadwick Boseman, and I don't know if you agree with me on this one.
Go.
It's a different dude, man. Like you just the way that he carries himself, the way you're talking about a guy that, and I really believe this, Pael, man. Mm-hmm. There's people that are put on this planet to make their mark and to influence millions upon millions of people around the world. Mm-hmm. And I believe that God intentionally puts people on this planet to do just that. And Chadwick Boseman is one of them. I also believe that when us as human beings on planet Earth have figured it out, our circle of life has become complete. And this may sound weird to you.
No,
I believe so. I sometimes believe that it takes us, each and every one of us, several lifetimes, some of us more than several lifetimes, to figure it out. As in, we come back in a different form.
Reincarnation. So
reincarnation until God finally says, hey, you finally figured it out. You finally figured it out. Now it's my time. Now it's your time. You've done it on planet Earth. Now I'm taking you. And some people figured it out sooner than others. Some people have figured it out sooner than others. That's why they're no longer in the physical plane.
I like that.
And that physical plane. They're on the other side now. You know, more in the spiritual plane. So I mean, really like there's parts of me that really believe that, man. I mean, when you think about some of the most iconic figures, you know, in entertainment, particularly Bruce Lee, dude. Yeah. I mean, think about what kind of human being he was.
Yeah.
Like I say Chadwick Boseman was on that same level as a Bruce Lee because of the type of influence that this man had on so many different types of people around the world. Man, it didn't matter if you were black, white, Hispanic, whatever.
Yeah.
He had this effect, and it was an effect of you got this black superhero, you got this. You know, it wasn't even so much of that he was black. It was just
a cool.
He resonated. He resonated so well with the fans, man. Like, remember when in Infinity War when Thanos snapped his fingers? He was the least person I expected to turn to dust.
Yeah.
But I remember watching the fans' reactions when it was his turn, and they were just like they were beside themselves. They were like, no, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, you're talking about one incredible human being, and God said, "Hey, you know what? You've done your job here. Now it's your turn to do some jobs that I have for you."
I like that. I really like that.
Spiritual realm. I believe that, man. I really do.
Yeah, I really do. And if we knew, dude, even way back in Civil War, he could tell. Dude, I honestly didn't even know he was American. You know, his accent was so convincing.
Yeah.
Did you? Because I didn't really know Chadwick.
No, I knew. No, I knew. I've seen him before. I've seen him. I remember watching him. He played. No, I don't know if you know. He did a great. I thought he did an awesome James Brown.
James Brown. I saw that.
Get on up. Shit, man. Oh my God.
That. Yeah. Because I watched.
He did really good stuff there.
One of the things that I dug up of his was, he had this interview. It's called Actors on Actors by the Hollywood Reporter, I think. It's on YouTube, and he was talking to Viggo Mortensen, King Aragorn himself. Oh. Yeah, just him, the two of them for like an hour. They were exchanging notes. First, it was about, of course, their superhero movies and whatever. If you guys want to check that out, it's him being real. It's him talking the way he normally talks. You know, that's a completely different person, man. You know, because when he does his T'Challa accent, I bought it. It's hook, line, and sinker, man.
So, yeah. Right? He has a few photos with Mahershala Ali. Man. You can go ahead and look that up.
Yeah. Okay.
Your boy. He was one of the first accounts that I checked on IG because I wanted to see what he had to say about Chadwick. And, I'll look it up right here. Yeah, man.
There's a boy.
I think they do. There you go. And you know, and I don't know what year. I don't know when this was. It looks more recent than anything. But you know, you could see, man. You could see that he doesn't look right there. Even the other photo, the one in the middle. You see that? Like I said, different angles. You could see that there might be something wrong.
Yeah.
But it just sucks, man. Because you know, I was really looking forward to seeing him in Black Panther Part 2, you know, and I mean, I enjoyed his character. I enjoy him as an actor. Now, 21 Bridges. I'm watching 21 Bridges. He looks great there. Like, I mean,
Is that a series?
I'm hooked. I'm hooked on watching. matter of fact, when we're done here, I'm going to go watch it.
Is it a series? Is it a series?
No, it's a movie.
It's just a movie.
It came out after Endgame, and it was being advertised out here, but I never got a chance to see it. So
you spoke of Black Panther too, and that's where I want to go and end with this.
Yeah.
We don't have Chadwick. If you were Marvel, and I've had this I've had conversation. That's why I want to do this episode so that it's all said and done, because I have my point of view also. Where does Black Panther 2 begin? Where we are now? What would you do? One, would you?
If I'm Kevin Feige.
You do your thing first before I tell you what I've read and what I think. What would you do? You're Kevin Feige. Chadwick just died. Black Panther's out to be released somewhere in around 2-3 years from now. So I'm guessing that's 24, 23.
If I'm Kevin Feige, now the thing is this: it's kind of hard because there's already been talks of not recasting. They're recast Black Panther, and matter of fact,
which I don't agree with. I want to say that from the start.
Yeah, me too. No, we're on the same page. Okay, Shuri is supposed to be the next Black Panther, but the thing in the comic book, she is.
She does.
Right?
It happens.
Right? Yes. No, comics. But here's my whole thing with that. I enjoy Shuri as Shuri, little sister, but I don't know if she is a strong enough actress to carry that mantle. I don't know. I mean, that like
even
if they were
she
to
is,
go that route,
even if she is, because I love her too. She's an awesome actress.
No,
but even if she is, should we right now? You know what I mean?
I don't think we should, man. I think like if you're right, if part 2 is going to come out 2 or 3 years from now, let's give people time. So when the movie does come out, everyone's going to turn out, man. Because like you're talking like Paul Walker's death, and then the Fast and the Furious movie that came out where you see clips of him.
Yeah.
Some of it's CGI.
Yep.
Everyone was curious. Mm-hmm. I was curious to go see it because I wanted to see how they put it together. Mm-hmm. Aside from the fact that I'm a huge fan, but I also was curious to see how they were going to implement the CGI Paul Walker into that movie, right?
Still looks obviously fake, right? The disappointment.
Yeah. But then there's even talk about CGI Chadwick Boseman because they have so much footage of him. To say goodbye to him, I don't know, man. I really don't know. So, I'll tell you what. Okay. Here's my choice. Here's my choice for Black. Look.
Oh, so you got a choice too. Okay, good.
I do have. I choose Derek Luke.
Oh yeah, that was your choice before.
That's my choice before, and I think it's my choice now. As a matter of fact, he actually auditioned for the role. He auditioned for Black Panther. The other person that people are talking about, but I don't think I can buy it, is Denzel Washington's son. Derek Luke.
Too? Isaiah Washington.
But maybe because he's younger. But Derek Luke is about the same age as Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
But you're talking about an actor that has a presence. Derek Luke has a presence. Mm-hmm. He is talented enough to have an African accent, a Wakandan accent. He has physique. He has the physique. We all know that. And most important about he has all that. I can see him as being King T'Challa. The most important thing here.
Your vote is recast.
To recast. I'm sorry, to recast. Yeah, but why I choose Derek Luke? Aside from what I mentioned, all right, Chadwick Boseman had swag, even though it was more reserved as the King T'Challa. He had that swag, man, and that's one thing. If you can have everything, but if you don't have that swag that Chad Boseman had in each and every one of his films, especially Black Panther, I don't think it's going to work. Derek Luke has swag.
Okay,
I've seen it time and time again.
What do we watch? 30 Night Lights. Friday Night Lights, right?
Well, Friday Night Lights. You're talking about a young Derek Luke.
I know. Derek Luke. What would be a good?
Okay, we can watch some. Yeah, Friday Night Lights is a perfect example of his swag.
What would be a good, like an older statesman version of him, like a present day version of him? What would be a good?
Well, I mean, we could. He had some pretty good moments in Captain America, First Avenger.
Oh, but he was already in that, huh?
No, that's okay, man, because they've recycled. Chris Evans was Human Torch.
No, but that was pre-MCU though. That was.
It doesn't matter. That was 10 years. Dude, that Chris Evans became Captain America 10 years after he did that. We're talking 10 years later because Captain America came out, what, 2012? 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
20. It's 10 years later. Sorry, 10 years later.
Was it 10 years later?
Yeah, that was 2011, man. When did Captain America come out? Came out the very first one, First Avenger, 2011.
2011.
2011. And then Avengers came out 2012, right? Yep. So, dude, that's 10 years ago, man. Who gives a shit? People will understand, you know?
Go.
Yeah, or I don't know, man.
My stand is just like you, and I want to get this down perfectly. We love Chadwick as T'Challa. He's my T'Challa.
But
the character cannot die with him. That's what pains me. If you were to ask Chadwick, in the afterlife, dude, would you like us to kill Black Panther? I'm sure he'll say like.
This is what I think is going to happen. I think whoever, if because I don't think they're going to do it. I really don't think they're going to do it. But if they do, and they do choose the actor, I think the actor has to be a really good actor.
This is my pick, bro. Remember that night that I texted you guys? I'm like, I was watching this show called Raised by Wolves. It's out on HBO. Right,
Raised by Wolves.
Raised by Wolves. It's a series directed by Ridley Scott. It's a futuristic.
Okay.
Where would the planet be? Post-apocalyptic, high-tech planet transferring type shit.
Yeah.
Raised by Wolves. Awesome series. This dude, man. This dude right here. And his name is this guy. Abubakar Salim. Look at that guy. Isn't that T'Challa, bro?
It could work, man. I mean,
right?
It could work because what we're looking, I'm sure you were looking for a fresh face.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's younger. The thing is, I mean, does he have the presence? Can he live up to the expectation of T'Challa and the MCU? He's going to be surrounded by a fucking star-studded cast. Okay, you know what? Honestly, right. if Mahershala wasn't chosen for Blade, I would have picked him to be T'Challa.
Yeah, that's true.
I would have picked him to be T'Challa. But obviously that can't happen.
If you watch because there was this one scene I was watching, I think it was the second episode of Raised by Wolves. He was running and he was screaming like he was looking for the kid. I'm like, wait a minute, make that suit black.
Yeah.
Because this is a suit. This is a suit.
Yeah.
Make this suit black and put a fucking helmet that appears and disappears. That's fucking T'Challa right there, bro. As an artist, I would pick him.
I think so. I actually, this guy looks good. Right. Why not? Why not? I'm sure they are, man. I'm sure they're, right? Maybe not now, but I'm sure maybe next year they're going to start looking. I think it's what Chadwick Boseman would have wanted.
Exactly.
That's not this is what I know. This is what I think is going to happen. This is what I would think would happen. They choose the actor. The actor's up for it. He understands the magnitude of this, how important it is, and when he shows that commitment, all the actors who are playing characters around him will fucking rally behind him, man. They'll rally behind him, make sure that this thing is special in honor of Chadwick Boseman and to continue the Black Panther legacy. And I think that the fans will accept it. the fans will accept it. You know, we we got to move on. You can't just stay in one place and keep Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. It'll be forever etched, man. Like, you know,
it's like a Christopher Reeve Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Christopher Reeve Superman. Like, you know, this kind of reminds me of, but on a smaller scale because it was a TV series. Spartacus: Blood and Sand.
Yeah.
The first Spartacus, the first guy who played Spartacus, I loved him. I thought, yeah, dude, he was. It's ironic, right, that he passed away because of cancer and you would have never known because he looked so healthy.
And buff. He was always shirtless.
Yeah. But I mean, when they chose the new actor for it, I wasn't like I went into it. I wasn't like, we had one season to accept it and process it because they made the prequels, right? They made that prequel series, season 2. Yeah. And then the third one they went back to present time. They have a new Spartacus. And I think at that point, everybody had okay, all right, we know this is not the original guy, but let's just move forward and just enjoy this series. Because this guy's going to do this actor is going to do the very best that he could possibly do to honor the previous actor and just make this thing awesome. I think everybody's going to rally behind that. Fans, production, the crew, the actors and actresses, all alike, man. I mean, you have to. You have to.
More than the Shuri idea, right? I mean, I don't want to kill T'Challa.
I don't think. Okay, you know what? Honestly, if Shuri was actually Lupita, I would have. I accepted that. Right? Because Lupita, first of all, Lupita's tall. She has that presence. She actually looks like she could fucking whoop some ass. Okay. And she's just great. I mean, I'm not saying that the actress that plays Shuri is a bad actress, but what's her name? We're always going to see her as baby sister. I just don't see it. Let's forget about the comic books for now. Let's forget about the baby sister. Let's just think about presence. Presence as an actor or an actress. Do they have a commanding presence? And who knows? Maybe she'll prove us wrong. I mean, Gail Gadot proved me wrong with Wonder Woman. I didn't think she had the presence or the magnitude to carry that.
I called that, bro. That was one of my casting. Yeah. I told you about this, right? I was watching Fast and the Furious 5, was it? The first one she appeared in?
It was 6. She was in 5 and
6 is where she died, right?
Yeah, 6 she died in.
Yeah, so 5. She was in 5. Anyway, it was a scene where she was toe-to-toe with Vin Diesel. They were by the green car. And Vin Diesel says some cheesy line like, I like my women 90% devil, 10% angel, or some shit like that. And they were talking. She was in a white shirt. I told my friend Martin, and he will attest to this. I told him, that's her Wonder Woman. Because of her fucking, how she stood with a big guy and she was still holding her presence. As you said, like something like a strong presence. I'm like, that's her Wonder Woman. But going back to Shuri. With Shuri, I'm sure they could train her. Fine. Marvel's good at that. But what I want people to understand is my Black Panther's T'Challa. I want to see T'Challa in the movies. I want Chadwick to be it.
We're not done with T'Challa. We didn't get a chance. We didn't get to spend 10 years of T'Challa MCU. We only got a chance to spend one full movie and appearances in Civil War, Avengers, the Avengers Infinity and Avengers Endgame. And we saw him for like 5 minutes in Avengers Endgame. You know what I mean? Like actually trying to kick an ass.
I don't even remember a line.
We only got one line. We only got one line. It's like Barton, give it to me. That's all we got. We didn't get anything after,
Yeah.
So we're not. I don't. I want to see more. Like, give it. I think you're right. Give it 1 year. Give it 2 years.
Yeah.
And we have the new Black Panther come out, and I think at this point everybody will. Because right now I don't think it's a good time to be looking for a new Black Panther because
people are also quarantined, bro.
Really sensitive right now. What's going on with all this, mayhem in the United States and around the world. Man, it's just tragic. It's tragic that did happen. I mean, he's a spectacular human being. Just seeing what forget about him in between surgeries,
right?
Still acting in major motion picture films.
And
okay, forget about that.
Right, all that shit.
Right. Let's think about him visiting cancer patients, kids in the hospital.
That was his last text. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Huh?
That was his last text to like a producer or a PA of his. It's like, make sure that these whatever blah 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 gifts get to this cancer foundation or this cancer hospital.
Yeah.
That was one of his last fucking things.
Yeah. It's really sad, man.
Yeah.
Really sad.
But also, I think this would give, well, not that people could easily get used to shit. From dude from Hustle and Flow, we get Don Cheadle as fucking War Machine, right?
Yeah.
No one blinked an eye. No one batted a fucking eyelash, right? Ed Norton is now fucking Mark Ruffalo.
Although I thought that Terrence Howard would have been really interesting to see him as War Machine, because Terrence Howard, both are great actors, man. I love Don Cheadle. Yeah. I love Terrence Howard, man. But Terrence Howard would have brought a different fucking entity to that character, man. He would have brought a different entity to that character.
Honestly, I love Don Cheadle, but I don't see him as a badass. You know what I mean? I can't.
You know? No, because I've seen him in other movies.
In Rush Hour. Rush Hour was...
Yeah, but I've seen him in gangster movies where he's hardcore, man. I've seen him do that.
I've seen him do that too. But if you were to pick a badass, bro,
he could be a badass.
If you were to pick a gangster role, Terrence Howard or Don Cheadle, right?
If you're gonna pick a gangster, both of them are perfect.
Really,
but
you can't pick one over the other?
Terrence Howard, you think about what I like about Terrence Howard. He's got the gaze, the eyes, the voice. Right. Sounds like he's crazy, you know.
And that guy's got swag. He's got swag.
He's got swag, yeah, swag. I mean, Don Cheadle has.
It's more polite, you know what I mean?
It's a different type of swag, man. They're both like, remember him in Ocean's 11?
Yeah, of course.
Don Cheadle? Yeah. I mean, but Terrence Howard would have brought a different type of flair to Brody, you know.
So that's my point. So I'm like, and this could also be a good opener for recasting a Tony Stark eventually, right? Because that's gotta happen. How long is Iron Man gonna be dead just because Downey's contract is up? Well, unless we got like time with the X-Men still, we got the Fantastic Four. So I don't think we'll be seeing, you know.
I don't know. Like you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried that these TV series won't do well. That's what I'm worried about.
Which one? The Cap and Winter Soldier?
All that shit in the WandaVision.
Yeah.
How many TV series are they coming out with, man?
A lot.
A lot.
Remember, we ran through it the last Comic-Con.
I know, but you know what? It could fuck up their careers, man. It could fuck up if it doesn't do well. It could fuck up. And what I'm worried about is that it might be too saturated. That's what I'm concerned.
Bro.
How many fucking shows? I can't even keep up anymore. Okay, so they got Loki, WandaVision. That's 2. What if 3?
What if?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That shit better do well, man. I mean, because
I'm excited. I love those two guys, man.
Yeah, I do too. But they better fucking make it work, man. They better fucking make it work, because if it doesn't work, like, the only reason why I want to watch that is because I want to see. Well, no, I'm excited. I hope it all works out. I just hope that Kevin Feige's not stretching himself out way too thin. Fucking Phase 4, man. Oh my God, like.
And it's all new too.
It's all new.
Man. Well, we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Just don't give me agenda. You know me. I'm allergic to agenda. Once there's an agenda,
and they'll put it all together, like with the what do you call it, the credit scenes and all that. So
post credit scenes. Dude, we haven't even seen Black Widow yet. That should have been out last fucking July.
This COVID shit has turned everybody's lives upside down, man. I mean, it's really fucked everything up. I want to see Shang. What's it? Shang Li. Like I've never
Shang-Chi. Yeah,
say Shang Li. I said Shang Li.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
There's Blade. I can't wait to see Love and Thunder. I want honestly
I am so psyched to see Taika.
Galaxy, Part 3. Are we going to finally get a chance to see Adam Warlock? There's a lot of different scenarios out here, man. And, She-Hulk. Are we going to see a She-Hulk? I mean, what's
It's slated. It was slated at least. That was a year ago. So maybe. Last thing I read is that it's going to be delayed by a year or 2 years. But they're already toughening up. They've already announced, I think, Wonder Woman's out November, but they might move it back.
Oh, yeah?
Because they're doing drive-in theaters. Did you know that we're doing drive-in theaters here in the Philippines too?
Are we still doing that?
I think we are. The first movie out is Train to Busan. My boys.
Have you ever been to the drive-thru, dude? Have you ever been to the drive-thru?
No. Have you? Have you?
Oh.
You don't really go there for the movie?
Oh, man. I remember. I remember.
Tell us a story.
I remember. Just, oh my God! Like I remember, we were watching a movie, and the couple in front of it, everybody left. The movie was over with. You're in your cars and you're just chilling there. You got to turn to the station that the movie's playing for.
Yeah.
Okay, so once the movie's over, man, everybody's leaving. Like everyone takes off fast. But then there's a few cars that stick behind. You know what they're doing.
Wait, how does it work, bro? It's like a parking lot because this is the first
fucking
time.
Parking lot. Now, back in the 50s, you had some girl on a roller skate. Those waitresses come by and ask you what you want. But what you do now, you just get out of the car and you go buy food. But you want to watch the movie. So what we used to do is we just used to bring our popcorn. We'd heat the popcorn up.
Of course.
You understand, man. This is back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So there's no fucking technology, just fucking pagers, beepers. That's it. And so you go to the car.
But do you do it with your boys, or do you do it as a date?
Sit there and you watch the movie. No, it's pretty cool. It's cool, and that's where we brought girls a lot because we want to hook up. We want to make out in the car, and if you're lucky, you have sex in the car. I had those.
You don't have to go to specifics, bro. But I get the picture. So my question is, do you go there to watch the movie or just to hook up? Do you go there like?
We went to go. You'd watch the movie, you make out, do all this shit, watch the movie, make out, watch the movie, make out, or watch the movie, and then after the movie's over, then you start making out, and one thing leads to another.
So what if let's say the movie finishes?
I got a story. I got a story, man.
Go.
One time I've been to the drive-in like maybe 5 times between my 3rd and 4th year in college. Being my junior and senior year, my last 2 years in college. And I remember it was predominantly black drive-through. My girlfriend at the time.
Call it drive-in.
Drive-in. I'm sorry. My girlfriend at the time was black, and we're all it's just her area, and nothing but black folks in there. A few Mexicans here and there, but all black folks, man.
Okay.
And so I don't even know why I brought that up, but I guess I'm just trying to set the obvious. Like it doesn't really matter.
No, you're painting the picture. You're painting the picture.
Yeah.
The people
so there was a car in front of us, and when the movie was over with, if you're gonna go make out, man, you turn the lights off. You turn the headlights off. You turn everything off. Okay, and you don't have to worry about air conditioning because California is, the way. It's not like out here. If you turn off the air conditioner in the car, you're done, right?
Sweat.
It's not like that. So there were times where I'd go in the wintertime. It's fine. There were times I'd go during the summertime. It wasn't that hot. You didn't need the air conditioning, and so So I remember one time we were making out, and then I think her dad paged her, said, "You need to bring your ass home." It was just a page, and the father said, "I'm going to page you if you're not home by a certain time." And so we're making out in there, and then she gets a page, and sure enough, it's her dad. So we got to stop. And I have blue balls, you know. I'm
and you're driving home too.
My balls are swollen, right? So I turn around, I start the car, and I turn on the headlights. I didn't know that. I didn't realize there was a car in front of us.
Okay.
And when we turn the headlights on, all I see is this dude's ass just going up. It's just boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Oh no!
I mean, he was like a jackrabbit, man. He was boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's fucking funny, man.
Hard
it was hilarious.
That's fucking
yeah.
Where in like the back seat? How do you fucking?
He was in the back. I don't know. He was. I think what he did was
he in the back, like in a pickup truck?
Front seat went down. The front seat went all the way down. He was doing his thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Front seat and then like that. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I remember.
You're like
my ex,
my girlfriend.
Yeah, my ex. It's you know, we didn't have the best relationship in the world. I mean, you know, what's a trip is when I stopped giving a shit. When I stopped like
being the nice guy,
not paying any attention to her. When I stopped talking all polite, it's weird, man. And I don't know what kind of dynamic this is. Sometimes it's with women.
They know that.
It's like when I just stopped giving a fuck, like she'd be like, "All right, well, you know, if you don't want to hang out with me tonight, I'm just gonna go out with my friends." I'm like, "Have fun."
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out with my friends. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want, you know, or some fucking try to put some guilt trip on me and make me beg like a little dog. I was just kind of like, man, whatever, you know. And that happened my senior year. And what I noticed was the more I was like that, the more I fucking got respect. Like the more she was bending over back, I was like, what the hell is this? And it wasn't like I was trying to do it on purpose. I was really fed up. I was done.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, like we had broken up officially, but we were still, you know, she's still acting like, you know, I'm her boyfriend. And, you know, she'd call me up and she'd hear girls in the room and stuff laughing and giggling with my roommate. She'd be like, "You better tell them to get the fuck out." I'm like, "I better not." Like, she's like, "One of these days I'm going to come down there with my girls." I'm like, "Come down here. I don't give a shit." Like, man, what are you going to do? You going to make a fool of yourself? I'm not going to comply. Everyone's just going to look at you like you're crazy, you know? So, yeah, we just didn't have the best relationship. And she was just one of those, like, I really believe that there's first of all, I really believe in relationships. If you guys don't have a vibe, if you guys can't connect, if it takes so much effort just to make a conversation, then you just don't need to be together.
Yeah.
Right? The wrong one, man. You know, and that's how we were. We didn't connect. Young. We didn't vibe. We were young. I didn't know what I was doing. She was actually my first girlfriend. But yeah, and when I like I said, when I stopped giving a shit, that's when things got better. Like, you know, the sex got better. The relationship actually got better. It was weird, man. It was weird.
That's one of the things I learned. Also. The less you give a shit, the more they care. The
yeah, that's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's crazy. It's some daddy shit. You know? When I right?
A little bit.
Weird shit, man.
Not giving me attention.
Yeah.
Or like when you give her too much, she's like, I take you for granted.
Yeah.
But the moment you do pull out.
I remember my cousin, she's my cousin, she was just like, I go, "What's going on with that? What's up with that?" She's like, "Well, she's realizing what she lost. That's why she's acting.
Or about to lose. Or about to lose. Once you start.
No, she had lost me already because I was already cheating. I was already not even cheating because we weren't together anymore. I was doing whatever the hell I wanted. I was tired of it. She had already cheated on me before, you know. So it's whatever, man. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with Raymar. Hang out with Raymar. Have fun. Let me know how it goes. Is his dick bigger than mine?
I remember that scene in.
I mean, like I've done just about everything with you. So if he has a bigger dick than me, I've done everything with you. That's where I got. That's the mentality. That's where I got to, and I just knew this is not a healthy relationship to be in. If we're talking like this to each other, we need to go our separate ways. She actually tried to get back in touch with me 2016, but I blocked her. I blocked her on Facebook.
Oh yeah, told me about this. That's the girl.
Hey, that's old news. It's 20 years ago.
This was when she sent her girl, right? She even sent her girl.
You know what I did? I'll be honest with you. You know what I did? You know what sorry, man. I'll answer that question. But you know what I did? I just, out of curiosity, I researched her. This was like last week. I researched her. Put Google.
You sure we still want to talk about this on the show?
She's not. That's fine. She's not on Facebook. Okay. She's not on Facebook. Doesn't do the social media thing. As a matter of fact, when she tried to get in touch with me, she tried to get in touch with me through one of her girlfriends.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I remember.
So you're getting all these. You could pay for detailed information, but the information that you get without paying is what kind of reputation does this person actually have? 5 points being the best.
Okay.
1 being not so great. Okay. This girl got like a 2.9.
How do you do this?
2.1.
What's this?
5 point, like it was something like 5 point reputation. That's what it said. Reputation.
What is this? Like a quiz?
No. So it was a rating. They fucking rated her as a citizen.
Where?
What type? In the United States, they rate. It was okay. I went to a website to research people, right?
Okay.
And you can dig up information.
Stalking in 2020.
You can dig up detailed information.
Really?
If you pay for it. Yes, you can. I wasn't willing to pay for it.
Okay.
An actual app, I wasn't willing to pay for it, but the information that they'd given me already was more than enough. So they had one scale, which was her reputation. I didn't realize that what that you could actually find. So her reputation.
This first time. This is new to me.
It's like out of 5 stars, out of 5 points, whatever, 5 points being a good reputation. This girl, man, got like she got like 2.1. Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn, 20-something years, and this woman hasn't. And I guess it makes sense because when she was contacting me, I'm like, doesn't this girl have a family? Isn't she married? Does she have kids? Yeah. By now, no.
More or less.
There's something wrong with you. No, she's 46.
Older.
Something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, girl. And I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad. Can you imagine if I stuck with this girl for 20-something years?
You would not have lasted.
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be having this conversation with you. I probably would have jumped off the fucking San Francisco, the fucking the Golden Gate Bridge, man.
That's a different strain of a timeline, right there.
Yeah. I know, right? Alternative reality, right?
Alternate reality. Well, anyway, let's wrap this shit up, bro. It's been fucking awesome doing this. Any last thoughts on Chadwick and the Panther?
Man, I'm gonna miss Chadwick Boseman, dude. I really am, I'm just honoring him right now by watching some of his movies. Yeah, 21 Bridges. I don't know if that was his last movie or not. I don't know, but it's just really tragic, man. I mean, 2020 has just been a fucking crazy, one hell of a year, one hell of a ride, and I don't mean that in a positive way. It's just been
worst year.
It's
right.
First Kobe. I mean, there's stuff that happened before Kobe, but I just can't remember it. But then Kobe. God, who else, man? I mean, Chadwick Boseman. So many people who passed away but been in so many crazy things that have happened around the world, including here in the Philippines. And it's just like, God damn.
World.
Can we get
it's everywhere. Face masks and fucking face shields are a thing, bro. It's been a crazy year. But
it's something that's really. By the way, I had my COVID test, man. Royce and I, we took COVID. I thought I had it last week. I really did. I quarantined myself because I was so sick. I had
You
3 of the
sounded sick.
symptoms.
We were talking last week.
I couldn't taste my food. I couldn't. I didn't have a temperature, but I couldn't taste my food. My lungs burned every time I coughed. My nose burned every time I sneezed. I went to go get the test, and came out negative. Thank God. Okay. Came out negative. Then Royce got her test a day after, and her test came up negative yesterday, I think. So.
How much does that cost?
6,000 pesos per. It's the swab test. Have you taken it?
Nope. I don't mean to go out.
Yeah, well, you're fine. Just stay where you're at, man. They take this fucking swab. You know what it looks like? It looks like a needle with bristles. It scares the shit out of you, you know. And so they stick it in. They stick it in, and they twist for 10 to 15 seconds. And that shit hurts, man. They take it out. Are you ready? Are you ready, sir? You know, and then they stick it in the other one. Swivel around 10 to 15 seconds. You know, but you got to do it. Huh?
That's like your brain already.
Hey, it hit the back of my nasal cavity. Yeah.
Well, let's close this first. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Pael Fajardo.
Ali Peak, man. It's great to be back, Pael, man.
Always, bro. We'll do more of this shit.
Yeah. Adios. Hey, man. Hold on, now.
Oh, we're gonna do this now? Okay, I thought
we're gonna be. Yeah, I'm on Kumu now, Mountain Peak. That's where you can find me, Mountain Peak on Kumu. All right. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing.
Spell it out.
MTN Peak.
There you go.
And that's my Kumu account. All right. My first episode is gonna be Monday. I am gonna be having Taco Tuesdays. All right. So a company is going to be delivering tacos to my house, and you're just going to watch me eat tacos. and whoever's a cool fan, man, I'm gonna have tacos delivered to your house. Nice. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Now Wednesdays, workout Wednesdays, you guys can work out with me. I'll do my workouts around 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm still trying to figure that out. Either 6 o'clock in the morning. Or 11 o'clock in the morning. You guys can work out with me. The first 2 people to work out with me, I'm giving you autographed jerseys. All right. Nice. Now, Thursday, that's you and me, man.
That's our day, bro.
We're gonna be geeking out. All right. So it's all about MCU, all about DC universe,
Star Wars.
And the Star Wars. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they need to download the app? What do they have to do to get to?
You got to download the app. Kumu, Kumu. If you're not, I'm sure every Filipino on the face of this planet is familiar with Kumu now. It's a huge app. So it's going to be cool, man. And we're going to be live streaming. Eventually, I want to be able to record myself, or not record. Live stream me hanging out with wild animals, man. You know, I want to hang out with elephants. I want to hang out with fucking pythons, alligators.
For that shit?
Huh?
Pythons?
No, I'm not. No. I want to swim with sharks. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll wait. We'll see what happens with that. But I want to swim with whale sharks. All right, we'll be live streaming that. Okay. Or then there's days where you're just going to see me chilling in the pool, in the kiddie pool, with floaters, eating tacos. So I mean, we'll just, I won't even say anything. I'll just be eating tacos. You can watch me eat tacos for 1 hour straight, and whoever can sit there through 1 hour of watching me eat tacos, I'll give you like 10,000 coins.
Nice.
So.
How does the point shit work? How does it?
I'm still trying to figure that out, man. I think I got to figure out how much is what. But I think I don't know, man. 50,000 coins is like something thousand pesos, man. Yeah. So there's a lot of incentives and a lot of prizes. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. So check
it out.
That's next week. It out. Announcements in your Twitter.
Yeah, I'm starting Monday. Monday through Friday. As of right now, 8:30 p.m. All right, it's subject to change because I might have to do some interviews in the morning or during the day, or even work out during the day. So, yeah, man, should be fun.
Cool. Check us out there too on Thursdays. Well, later, guys. Adios.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks.